The annual U.S. China talks concluded in Beijing on Thursday without much headway on a range of security and economic issues. But there was one issue that the two superpowers saw eye to eye on, and that's North Korea's denuclearization. Our Myung-kil reports.
The U.S. and China promised closer cooperation on denuclearizing North Korea at the 6th round of U.S. China strategic and economic dialogue. The U.S. says China shares the same strategic goal and that Beijing must use its unique role to persuade Pyongyang to give up its nuclear ambitions. However, the U.S. State Department declined to comment on whether Washington and Beijing had agreed to enforce sanctions on North Korea more rigorously.
China has been an important partner in the implementation of sanctions, and even as recently as last year, they took a number of important steps.
China's top diplomat Yang Jiechi said Washington and Beijing reaffirmed the importance of realizing the denuclearization of the Korean peninsula through consultations, and that two countries can do more to relax the situation. During a meeting with Chinese President Xi Jinping, U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry said both Washington and Beijing agreed to work harder.
But I do want to emphasize that we reached agreement that we need to both do more, and we are prepared to, in order to try to move North Korea on the subject of its denuclearization.
South Korea and the U.S. have long called on China, North Korea's only major ally, to play a greater role in urging North Korea to demonstrate its willingness to give up its nuclear weapons as a precursor to the resumption of denuclearization talks. But experts say Beijing has still been more accommodating toward Pyongyang. Still, there is a growing consensus among the Chinese leadership that the country needs to change its policies towards North Korea, even taking a harder line as Pyongyang has begun interfering with China's interest in the region. Myung-kil, Arirang News.